I'm Dylan, and this is the BlindSighted Perspective Podcast, where blind and sighted perspectives are given on a number of topics, with my friend Jared as a co-host in a casual style. My life since I went blind at 22. I will tell you about it. Welcome back to the BlindSighted Perspective Podcast. I am Dylan.
And I am Jared.
And this is episode 6. Luckily, no announcements this time around. So, how you doing, Jared?
Oh, I'm doing good. Not much has changed since last time we spoke. How are you doing, Dylan?
I've lost my freaking mind. I'm telling you, I don't know how this episode is going to go. So, forgive me. Forgive me if I
his energy drink has worn off, so he's
if
loopy.
I go insane. Yes, I don't know. Anyways, how is you?
How is you, audience? How are you guys today? We hope you're having a good day. We hope you've been enjoying our episodes. Hopefully this will be one to remember,
Yes, yeah. You guys
for good reasons.
You guys need to send in them questions at tbspp@yahoo.com.
Yeah, we need some questions over here.
Anyways, so we will start off this episode with our blindsided story, which is
Trouble with the Hut.
I have to explain what it is,
Okay.
bro.
Go ahead.
Broski. It's the thing is oh my god, my brain, it's dying. It's slowly dying. It's decaying. I'm gonna turn into a zombie.
Oh boy.
It's the thing where we do blind stories or sighted stories, or Jared has a story, or it's a story where we have it together. So there you go. That's the blindsided stories. So today's blindsided story is, and I swear I'm not.
Go ahead.
I swear I'm not drunk or on any substances.
I think
other
he's
than caffeine.
I think he's thinking about it too hard, and it's actually affecting him mentally too.
Possibly. But today's blindsided not question. Oh my god.
Story.
I'm malfunctioning. Story is a story when, I don't know, we were like 17 or 18 probably.
Oh, we were probably 16 or 17. But anyway, it's like a year difference.
I know both of you could drive at that point, I think, so probably 17. And me and Jared were like staying the night at my house, as well as another friend that we have. His name is Jerry, and hopefully you probably hear Jared's computer making noises. Sorry about that. But we were basically all spending the night at my house, my parents' house at the time, and we were wanting to order pizza, from Pizza Hut. And so, yeah, this is a story about, trouble with the hut.
The trouble with the hut.
And so we have my friend Jerry use his phone to call them, and I don't know what. I think me and Jared were doing stuff to make him laugh while he was trying to order. And I guess the Pizza Hut, thought that he was just playing a joke or a crank call. And they hung up on him, and we were just dying laughing because they hung up on him. So he tries to call back, and I don't even think either they pick up again and then realize it was him again, and then
hung up on
him again, or they just straight up didn't even pick up.
Well, the thing is, so Jerry was in one of those moves where he was really getting mad.
Yeah, he was.
But he
really
couldn't
bad.
stop laughing either because we were laughing. So
I know. So we ended up having to get Jared's phone and call, and then we ordered.
But
they blacklisted Jerry's number.
Yeah, they weren't picking the phone up anymore.
I wish I remembered what me and you were doing. I know we were doing something that was just making him laugh.
Oh, I can't remember, but I know. I think I know why they hung up the next time is because we were making him laugh. And he was like, "Guys, stop." He's like, "I'm really hungry. I want some food." But we kept making him laugh. So then after they hung up on them the first time, I was like, "Guys," he's like, let's get our laughs out now." So we laughed some more.
Well, I remember what you guys also did. Both of you then were jerks. And in jerk faction, because I don't know, like whenever when Jared and Jerry were together, they were crazy and jerks at times. For some reason, I don't know why. It just you guys together brought it out of each other. But so we did finally order when we had Jared order with his phone, and too bad. What would have been funny is if you had Jared call with your phone. It's like, I'm back.
He's like, you can't get rid of me.
I remember when we were waiting, we went outside and you guys were saying that you lost the money when you guys were just messing with me. And I was like, they're going to be here soon. So I'm like freaking out. Like, where's the money? Like, please find it. Because I'm like, I didn't want them to show up and then we not have the money. It would be stupid. But so you guys messed with me that whole time. I was a little angry that you guys had been messing with me and you really had the money the whole time.
Well, back to the second call real quick. I want to say this. It's been eking at my brain.
Eking?
Whenever Jerry had called the second time after we were supposed to, giggled all our laughs out or whatever you want to say. Not giggle's a very non-masculine word. But so as soon as Jerry answers
choose your verbs and nouns and adjectives correctly, Jared.
So as soon as the second time they pick up on Jerry's side, I think they hung up right away because he was going to order, and then we just started bawling laughing again, and then he started laughing.
Maybe
And I think they told him like, "Don't call this number again," or I think that's what they said. And then
our memory's out. I'm not even sure if they picked up on the second.
No,
call
it was like the third one. I know they picked up the second time.
I don't know. Like, it's too bad we don't have him here. Maybe he'd remember.
I know.
He probably wouldn't remember.
I know they picked up the second time though.
I don't think so.
I promise.
I don't know, but like that was like the trouble with the hut. And
Trouble with the hut.
It was pretty funny.
We had to but our mission was complete because they ended up coming with our pizza.
I mean, we eventually got pizza, and that
took longer than needed, but
I mean, we were out there a little bit, but I mean, yeah. So that's kind of like our blindsided story. A little bit short. Our memories are fuzzy on it, I guess, but. Jared, the next segment is
Blind Hat Pulls.
The Blind Hat Pull, which is where we pull, he, Jared himself, the man, the myth, the legend, pulls out a piece of paper with a number on it that corresponds to a topic, and then we talk about said topic, and we do 2 of those. So, Jared, pull out the number.
All right, one fell out of the hat. I'll grab that.
All right, well, that's a winner chicken dinner.
All right. We have the number 4.
The number 4.
I almost dropped the book. The number 4.
The bucket? Get it right. It's a hat.
No, the book.
Oh, the book.
Not the bucket.
Oh, my God.
Okay, now this one's more fictional, but if you could have the power to turn into any animal, one animal, what animal would it be?
What were we smoking when we came up with this one?
Nothing.
Can you repeat the question?
So,
can you use it in a sentence?
So here's a sentence. It's a sentence as a question.
No, I was joking. Just repeat the question again.
If you could have the power to turn into any animal, then back human, you can do it back and forth.
Any animal.
So you could use it for defense. You could use it to sneak around, stuff like that. Which one would you pick?
Well then, maybe something that can fly. Yeah,
go on.
Probably something that can fly. I don't know, a bird, a pterodactyl. I don't know.
It has to be an animal, not a dinosaur.
Hey, dinosaurs are people too. Well, animals too. I mean, are they considered animals? Or yeah, they are, right?
I don't study that much into it. I know they're not humans.
Well, I know that they're reptiles, but I don't know if they're like also considered animals. But at any rate, probably I don't know, maybe a hawk or an eagle or something.
A hawk or an eagle.
So I could fly fast to somewhere and then just transform back.
Well, if I had to pick,
and then I can like bird poop on people as I'm going by too. If I just want to be just want to be a jerk that day.
Let me see. If I had to pick an animal to be, I'm trying to think here.
Would you be a bee? Well, that's an insect.
Would I be a bee? I would probably be... This is hard. This is tough.
Yeah, like I don't know if we've done this with it. I was just thinking of something that would be practical. Oh, and then maybe you would want to be maybe a sea creature or something.
I was thinking about that, so I could travel in the ocean and
like
stuff
if you
like that.
had a shipwreck.
Honestly though,
you could like breathe underwater.
I'm thinking if I was able to turn into this animal and then back human whenever I want,
right.
I'm thinking I would pick a mouse just because I could sneak around anywhere, hide anywhere. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be for attack, but it would be to sneak around and get places.
Well, you could be a chameleon or something. Can't they like change their color?
It takes a lot longer than it's not like instantaneous.
I don't know.
I would probably be a mouse, or I wouldn't want to be a snake just because. They they don't have arms and legs, and I like my arms and legs.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sticking with an eagle or a hawk, so I can just fly places.
Yeah, and that way if I'm sneaking around, a cat comes up on me, I just turn to human and down cat.
I guess. I don't know.
Give him some treats.
This question was weird.
It was a weird question.
I was not prepared for it,
but it was one that was in the book, okay. So we had to answer.
The book is the law.
The book is indeed the law.
So, okay, well, go ahead and pull out the next topic.
All right, the next topic, let me just grab the handy-dandy hat over here.
What is this, Blue's Clues?
That's what I thought you'd mentioned that earlier. All right, and the next topic would be 19. Which is... favorite exercise.
Wait, what? Favorite exercise?
Yes, but I think we did this already.
Did we?
Let's just draw another one. I think we did that already.
Perhaps.
Because mine was push-ups. Remember that?
Was yours push-ups?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think mine was like maybe bicep curls or something.
Yeah. So
well,
let's redo that.
We answered it in case. It could have also been on a failed recording or something.
It could have been.
I don't remember.
We will go over that. But let me draw another one.
Okay.
Plus, I numbered it differently in my laptop, so maybe that's where I'm pulling them off. But we'll get it together.
You should be looking off the book.
That's what I'm doing.
Not the laptop.
Okay, what is your element is what it says. Now, by this, I can't remember if you could control an element like water, fire, wind, stuff like that.
Or what our actual element is.
Or what favorite element you just like, whether it's, fire, water, stuff like that.
We'll answer all of them.
Okay, you know what? Let's just be very
yes.
open.
So, Jared, okay, what is your favorite element?
Let's start with powers.
Well, okay, you want to
like
start
benders. Like airbenders.
Actually, my horoscope for not horoscope. Like how you have an element depending on when you were depending on your what is it? Like if you're like a Gemini or zodiac symbols. The walls have told me the secrets. Zodiac thing, and mine was like Gemini, and that said it's like the wind element.
The wind. Now. Is that how you feel?
I don't know. Maybe I might. Well, I'll move on from that and ask you, what's your favorite? What one would you like to have?
I would definitely love to control Earth. Like if my power was, to make platforms and throw cars up in the air, stuff like that, through making the rocks come out of the earth, that would be awesome, epic, and I would do that.
I don't know. I want to say maybe fire, because it's practical. You could just like if you need to make a campfire, or you could be a torch, going through well, I'm blind, so I guess it wouldn't matter. But I guess for me, it wouldn't be that useful. But maybe water, actually. If you could just, well, I guess that depends, because in the actual show Avatar, she had to have you actually had to have water by you to use it. You couldn't just create water.
Right.
Whereas fire and air, you don't need the you could just do it. But with water and earth, you actually need it to be there to use it.
Well, how about in this scenario? Of course, air, it's always there. Wind, You could do that. But fire, you just have to carry a lighter or some source of ignition. Would you still do it? Now, let's say you can expand the fire. Now, whether that may be realistic or not, let's say as long as you had a lighter or a match, did it, make a ball of fire. Yeah. Would you still do it?
Well, for me personally, I don't think it'd be that useful because I don't need light. I guess for warmth. I guess it would be useful for warmth.
Survival, yeah, you could do.
So I guess,
warm.
and then
instead of trying to start a fire, you just,
Yeah, or I could cook food or make a fire.
Oh,
for
yeah, survival, definitely, yeah.
So for a survival aspect, it'd be cool. Now, for like maybe if with wind, I think you can fly a little bit. Wind would be kind of
Sure,
cool.
we'll do that. You'd have to have some kind of, well, shoot.
I don't know.
Let's say you can fly with wind. Say
Okay.
you'd be able to.
Okay.
Because you're able to
God.
make platforms with earth go up and just, walk up them like stairs.
If
So
I had to be like really honest, like I feel like wind would be my favorite because I just remember when I was like outside at my parents' old house, they had a swing in the backyard, and I just would like to lay there and let the wind blow on me.
So you would use your newly found
No,
amazing
that's
powers
not what I'm
to get
saying.
pushed on a swing.
That's not what I'm saying. I wasn't pushed either. No, just a nice breeze in the backyard because we lived in the country, so there wasn't like a lot of cars or anything. It was nice and peaceful. We had like I was under a tree with the swing, and then just a nice breeze hit me, and it was like the most relaxing thing ever.
So just to relax
So,
with a nice breeze.
No, I'm saying like I feel like
Benefits.
the wind fits with me is what I'm saying. So I don't know. Like destiny wise, I think I would be a wind attribute. But for a more practical thing, I'd probably say fire.
Yeah. I'd do earth for sure.
Earth, huh?
But now let's go to the question. Okay, so let's mix this up a little bit. We got some time.
Okay.
Say you have these wind powers that are bestowed upon you right now as we speak. What would be your priority? How would you use these powers? But
Okay, I can think of some interesting ways, but
okay, you got to keep in mind you're blind too, so it's got to work with that.
Actually, I mean maybe free air conditioning.
You wouldn't need any ceiling fans. Just open a window.
I mean, if anything, maybe I could blow those like turbine things, those fan things that can create electricity, and maybe I could do that as a job and get paid.
Oh,
for
there you
it.
go. Yeah, now you're starting to think financially.
And then it'd be better for the environment, and I could get paid for it. I don't know.
Well, I could get paid for being.
I could just be sitting on my butt, just like, whoosh,
yeah,
just blowing like wind from my hand, like, gotta switch hands.
This one needs rest for popcorn. Yeah, being Earth,
just fart and then blow the smell at people.
I guess you could also stop tornadoes, storms, just blow the like with the Earth, you could.
My wind is mightier than yours.
Oh. I hope you mean that in a heroic sense. Not like oh boy,
there might be some downsides. I might have a little fun with it. I don't know.
Yeah, money wise, I'm sure moving the Earth around.
But as far as like,
things.
I don't know, wind is just not that useful. Like it is in those senses, but otherwise, it's just for destroying things.
I don't know, man.
Okay,
Maybe.
well, what about you?
Financially, I don't know what I would use. I guess I would use the Earth.
Mining, maybe?
That's what I was going to say. Use the Earth to just
or create
bring up more and more rock until I find gold and gems. Just
create structures? I don't know. Okay,
create structures.
So what element would you want for fighting? Not just practicalness, just for actual
Earth.
fighting.
Earth still.
Earth. Why
Yeah.
do you like Earth so much?
I don't know. It's just, of course, air is everywhere around you. You could toss cars with air, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
Earth,
You could actually slash stuff with air too.
So
air's so versatile.
You're right, but with Earth, I feel like you also have defense. So anytime bolts are flying at you, something's coming at you, you just raise a wall of stone and it hits that stone. Whereas you can also raise a wall of stone and then from the side of that push out a piece of the rock, to fly over and hit
we're
your
actually
enemy.
not. We're thinking too
Deep into it?
No, too small into this because we're just thinking of the 4 elements. We didn't specify what kind of elements. So for all we could say nature, like trees, grass, vines, steel.
Well, in that case, yeah, rock wouldn't really be.
Lightning, electric. Oh, it'd be cool. I forgot about lightning. Lightning would be cool because then you could be like really fast.
Nature would be cool, but I don't know if rock, because nature's living, I don't know if rock would be. So my thing would be rock then. I'd be able to control rock, stone, the different kinds of stones.
Like Earth in a way.
So Earth, yeah.
But lightning would be really cool.
Now, if I could do nature and the rocks, like Earth,
oh man, you know what?
That would be amazing.
I think for a most practical thing, lightning, because one, I could be fast. Two, lightning can create fire too.
Ooh.
Because if I just rain down fire on some like wood or something, I could create fire, and then also
be like Zeus.
Also, I could use the electricity to power stuff,
just like on Infamous Cole.
Instead of just using wind to, I actually have the electricity already, so that'd be really useful.
That would be cool. And plus, I don't know. I just enjoy the rock manipulation thing.
All right. All right, but yeah, I don't know. We were just thinking of 4 elements. I'm like, there's so many more things.
Now, not being able. So moving on to the next. Go ahead.
I can't believe we've been on.
I know it's interesting.
It really is.
So, not being able to control any of the elements. What do you enjoy most? Fire, like maybe a campfire, bonfire.
Oh, just as basic wind.
Just basic wind, just feeling breeze
just a
and
nice breeze.
Cooling you off.
Yes.
I would have to do water. I like the smell of water, like ocean wise and lake wise. And I love water, swimming in water, stuff like that.
I mean, sometimes sitting in front of like a campfire or one of those wood burning fireplaces inside is kind of cozy too, but I would prefer wind, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand, or I don't think that rock can be anywhere enjoyable than this.
No,
unless you have the weather rock.
Wait. Unless you just like the feel, like, because sand can kind of be like earthy and ground, so maybe you like the feel of sand or something. Maybe it's
I guess it could. It's broken up shells and stuff like that.
Maybe it's like relaxing to you in a way. Otherwise, I don't really see how you could enjoy it otherwise.
Yeah.
Because that's. And then water can be relaxing. I mean, it could also be hot or cold.
It also keeps you alive. You got to drink water every day.
That too. I don't know. And then, we're just thinking of the basics again. Well, how I don't think electricity, lightning could be any. I guess it could be pretty, maybe.
Yeah, just artistic. That's about it. Usefulness like lights.
I mean.
Even though that's not natural, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to think about.
And I don't think you'd get much pleasure off of steel
or metals. Even though a lot of value other than that, but
just dollar signs in your eyes.
I
don't know, but I think we went through this topic pretty well.
Oh, yeah, we definitely went into detail.
A little bit more than I thought, but...
what do you guys think? Let us know how you feel. What would be your elements? What do you find more comforting than most? Share it with us, your thoughts. Get involved.
Right. I mean, I like nature, too, because it lets us breathe oxygen.
So I like oxygen.
And I actually like if you go into a forest that's really, like, just quiet and away from, like, civilization, it could be pretty relaxing, just a nice forest. So that can be pretty nice, too. But, okay, so I think we can move on from this.
To the blind-sighted
question. And if you guys want to ask a blind question or a sighted question, email us at tbspp@yahoo.com. It's lowercase. Put BQ for a blind question or SQ for just any normal question you might have for us. If you want us to, say your name, then put it in the email. And so, Jared, what is the blind question?
So, Dylan, the blind question, it's kind of a two-parter, yes.
A two-parter.
So, the two-parter is, do you remember what things look like, or have you forgotten what certain things look like?
Okay, all right. So, what I got for you.
What he has for us, yes?
I don't know. No, I'm joking. Some things, yes. I take things that I remember and I really picture them in my mind. I've heard that some people do forget. Some people have told me that they've lost. They don't remember what a color looks like because it's been so long. So I don't know if that'll eventually happen to me to where I forget what a color is. But so far, I don't think I forget most things, but some things I might just because I haven't seen them people's faces. Since I didn't have the greatest eyesight to begin with, it might be a little difficult to remember what certain people look like if I haven't seen them in a long time and then I've went blind, or just how certain things look. It just really depends on how long I've like been able to look at the item or thing. But I would say yes, and I do forget what some things look like. It's weird, you know. But do you have anything else you want to add to this?
Not really. That's and now does it affect you greatly, or do you kind of just it is what it is?
I don't think anything too big has came up to where it really affects me that much. It's just kind of like, oh man, I kind of can't connect together what that used to look like, and it's just kind of like, like it hasn't really been like super saddening or anything as of late that I can remember. But I will say one thing: I do feel like I have a worse memory since I went blind, just a little bit. But
maybe you're more of a you had to see things, you know.
Yeah, like your vision has a lot like of memory to it, and it's just odd. But
do you now when it comes to people, do you forget what people look like?
Yeah, a good bit. Like,
do you remember what I look like?
Vaguely.
Really? Wow.
Vaguely. I have a vague image of what you look like, but it's still a little dicey.
Do you remember what Jerry looks like?
Yeah, a little bit.
Only because you were probably with him longer.
Yeah, somewhat. And like, he had like, I don't know, just his like freaking bushy black eyebrows.
They are man eyebrows.
But yeah, I guess I remember him a little more, maybe slightly. But it's just interesting, I guess.
Wow. Well,
I have a feeling
I would let you feel my face, but in my opinion, that's weird.
I feel like maybe over time I'll probably forget more and more, unfortunately, is what I think is probably going to happen.
Yeah, it will. Plus, everyone's going to change a little bit about one.
But interestingly, this was shorter compared to the element thing, so it probably balances out. But do you have anything else you want to add? Or?
Other than, feel free to email us, folks. We're listening, and we like these questions. Anything you guys want to ask, go for it.
Yep.
Nothing dirty or, inappropriate, of course.
Nothing that is not family friendly.
That's right.
For the most part.
Other than that, we hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope you enjoy all our episodes.
Man, he's taking the reins on this one. I'm not used to it.
Scoot over, Santa. Here I come.
Like,
But
I think we're both starting to break.
If there's anything you would like to see differently, let us know. If there's anything you guys like that we do, you guys
can send us some feedback at tbspp@yahoo.com.
You can send us some feedback.
But
yes, the feedback.
1, 2, 3. Send your emails at tbspp@yahoo.com.
Oh, you lost that accent real quick.
I don't know accents.
That's okay.
I mean, I accidentally did the accent, but I don't know. I'm breaking. I'm dying. Send help. Anyways, thank you all for listening to this episode of the BlindSighted Perspective Podcast.
This was episode 6.
I have been Dylan.
And I have been Jared.
And I hope everyone has a great, happy new year.
And hope you had a good Christmas.
Yes, Christmas or holidays in case
if you don't
celebrate Christmas. But hope you guys have a great new year. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you all for listening. Bye-bye.
Adios.